foot in the upcoming days, as there are several key factors that will be taken in focus, but there are big decisions that have been already taken. And if we talk about, in fact, what has already been discussed in the CCS meeting, it was given that there will be stringent measures and the suspension of the Indus Treaty Water was in fact decided. Apart from that, there was also in fact the Atari-Wagah border which was shut, and now there are expectations of possible retaliation with the security, the defense, the intelligence situation also being monitored. And apart from that, there is also looming emotional loss that India is grappling with. All right, viewers. In fact, what we are learning in the latest is also that there is a second video that has been accessed, which has given out the record of the live firing that took place, which you can see on your screens, viewers. The firing, the moment when the firing took place is recorded on the camera, and this was a time when everyone was gripped in panic and a state of fear. The CCS meeting that has decided to work upon the further decisions going forward has decided the Indus Water Treaty of 1960 to be suspended until Pakistan credibly and irrevocably abjures its support for cross-border terrorism. While the integrated checkpost at the Atari-Wagah border will also be closed. Now, Major General G.G. Dwivedi has joined me live on the broadcast. In fact, this Major General G.G. Dwivedi, thank you very much for being with us. And as you have just heard, these were the first remarks of Prime Minister Narendra Modi after this barbaric terrorist attack, which is one of the deadliest since 26/11 as well. And right now, all eyes are now on India's next course of action. What should India be strategically looking at to enhance its commitment in dealing with the anti-terror forces?
I think currently India has number of options, and some of the options have already been excised or they are in the process of being excised, like in the diplomatic field or in the diplomatic arena. That Indian government has taken couple of actions, that is suspension of the Indus Water Treaty, which was signed in 1960, and currently it has been put on hold, and this will hurt Pakistan quite severely because 80% of the water are diverted to Pakistan, and 23% of Pakistan's GDP comes from agriculture. So therefore, I think that this is one of the steps which will hurt Pakistan in the long run. Secondly, also in a diplomatic arena, there is scaling down of the diplomatic staff in both the embassies, and India has declared Pakistan defense advisor their persona non grata. And also the check post at Atari has also been blocked or has also been actually suspended, because that's where the trade and also certain amount of nationals from both sides would cross over. But now more importantly will be now what are our military options. I think I have been propagating this for quite some time, that we need to take this as a fight against proxy war of Pakistan, and not just take one or two actions or at least excise the state. now is the time to go in for a strategy where we need to defeat Pakistan's proxy war, and this involves series of actions. It will not be one action. It will involve action on the LOC, also destroying the Pakistan, infrastructure of the terrorists, hurting the Pakistan army, also diplomatically and I would say in the international arena, Pakistan needs to be isolated. So I think that it will be a prolonged process. Action will happen over a period of time, and I have no doubt that Prime Minister has taken it very, very seriously. He held a CCS meeting only last night, and the action has started to take place. But all I can say is we have to be deliberate. We have to ensure that Pakistan army and Pakistan political dispensation gets heard, gets the message, and we need to take this now in the longer perspective to defeat Pakistan proxy war, because one or two actions are not going to, force Pakistan to mend the ways. It has to be a sustained action over a period of time, and this has to be on the multiple domain in multiple directions. Over to you.
Well, absolutely. In fact, Major General G.G. Dwivedi, thank you very much for being with us on the broadcast and weighing in your opinion. Now, I also have my colleague Ajay Jandial joining me live on the broadcast. Ajay, how exactly the situation and the latest development from the ground as a security operation was underway in Jammu Kashmir this morning stands like, as the first remarks by Prime Minister Narendra Modi after the terrorist attack in Pahalgam have been made?
Major crackdown has been started by the security forces in different parts of the Jammu and Kashmir. No doubt, the first operation was started in Pahalgam, where security forces, they are combing the area where this attack has taken place and adjoining area where the forest is. Because after carrying out massacre over there in the Pahalgam, the terrorists basically went inside the forest area, and they might have, relocated to some other locations, whether it is the adjoining area in Kiswar and in Punch as well. So both the areas under the cordon in the search operation, where Ghatak platoon of Indian Army, they have been launched by the authorities to ensure that if terrorists are hiding in the forest area in Kiswar or in the Punch, they have to be traced and neutralized as soon as possible. Other than that, security forces, they have also issued posters of these terrorists who were responsible for this attack, and they have announced reward of 20 lakh rupees on each terrorist. That shows that security forces want civilians to be participate in this major cause, because it is not only the person is killed. It is, as the leaders of the Kashmir say, that it is Kashmiris which is killed by the terrorists and Pakistani-sponsored terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir. So that's why it is the responsibility of the people of Kashmir as well to share if they have any information regarding the movement of these terrorists, those who are responsible for this, big massacre over there. Other than
all right, Ajay. Thank you very much for sharing more details and adding information. Now, viewers, on that note, that was all the news of the nation and the world. We'll continue to track all the developments very closely. Till then, stay with us.